Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game. But it starts with the big, massive human beings. They recruit a different body type, Palmer. It's called not human. It's like brontosaurus bones. They go after the big...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. On the run, it's Phillips. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early, right here in week 1, and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right?
There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Williams. This one's complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Williams will pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams to the air again. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The transfer has it his first carry. He breaks a tackle. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Quickly complete. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Give him 88 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. First and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Get it out on the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass that took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
There he goes! With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle, it's Humphreys. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And there's a million different ways to create space in football. On 3rd down, a lot of times you see everybody bring it in tight, more bodies, more tight ends. They spread it out a little bit, spread the defense out, make them cover the pass, still run the football up the middle, and convert that 3rd down.
Got a little grass. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's a draw. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams under fire. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has
breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Handoff for Frazier. Sweet cut there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. To the ground, he's got it again. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Williams. Caught on the outside. It's Moss. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. It's Williams again. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now Washington uses this third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's the pressure. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. Back over to your game inside Huskies Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Washington's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Throwing, Williams. A little screen to the running back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Maybe some room here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angle.
And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! They got the touchdown, but now they want the two to tie this baby up.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Frazier.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Finally brought down. But what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Some misdirection with the counter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3, go. Ready, go.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Complete to Williams over the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Williams on the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. He's at the 30. 10. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Dogs.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to pop the draw. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tight end getting vertical. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win?
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here's a give to Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get some. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll send the back in motion. Handoff for Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Williams. That's caught. It's Moss.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Could be an alley. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Here's Williams to throw. Bringing the heat. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Williams looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Throwing, Williams. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 45. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They just keep firing. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Here's a little room there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everyone.